Timeless Watch Channel. Can you tell me by any chance how the Rolex situation in Venice is at the moment? I will be there in August and would like to finally buy my very first Rolex. That's cool. That would be the Rolex Submariner Hulk. You're kidding, right? You're kidding. Hi there, looking for some advice. I want to buy a new Rolex Submariner date Oyster Steel. I've called nearly every AD in a 250 mile radius and get basically the same response. Out of stock, don't know when they'll have one. Every aftermarket place wants 2,000 extra. Any other suggestions will be appreciated. Picture for reference? Hey Oshin, I know you know a lot about watches. I'm looking to get one for my husband. He's interested in one of the models in the pictures below. Let me know where I can get these new. All right. I think we need to have a chat. Welcome back to the Timeless Watch channel, guys. Before I get into anything, what am I wearing? I am wearing my GMT 116710 BLNR, a very famous Rolex watch indeed, also known as the Batman. I just did an unboxing on this last week. Some people got a little annoyed because I was referring to the latest version, the newer version of this watch that comes on the Jubilee bracelet. I was referring to it as the Bat Girl. And some of you didn't like me using that phrase. I think at this point, guys, the nickname has stuck. One guy even unsubscribed from the channel. I'm like, ciao. What am I gonna do? You know, I'm here to tell the truth about this stuff. Anyway, let's get on to something I want to talk about. It occurs to me that a lot of you guys know this stuff already, and I take it for granted that all of you guys know this stuff, but I suppose some people are new to the whole watch thing, just getting into it, and kind of step into a minefield and ask some fairly crazy questions unbeknownst to them, because they figure, I want to buy one, where can I buy one? When you want to buy something, as long as you have the money in your back pocket to do so, you can get your hands on it. Well, it's not the case with certain watches. And I know a lot of you guys already know this, but this video is mainly for the others who don't, or maybe some of you who need reminding. I want to go through a few things that you should know if you're getting into the world of watches and you have your eye on certain models, particularly stainless steel Rolex, that might surprise you. Let's get into it.
Things you should know about Rolex.
Lenny, you're back.
Yeah.
We missed you. You missed him, right? Yeah. We missed you, man.
Well, I am pretty awesome, so...
Have you been watching the channel since we last spoke?
Hell no. I don't watch this crap.
Okay. What about Trieste? That was a good one. Did you enjoy that one?
Watched 5 minutes of it, got bored. You go around these towns showing us churches and cafes and bars. We don't care. Just show us the watches.
Well, I try to give people more to look at and listen to than just the watch.
Well, don't pretend it's some artistic motive behind it. You just want to go around places and get drunk. How is the drinking anyway?
My drinking, it's the same as always. Bad.
Yeah, I figured so. Such a loser. Just show us the watches. I see you're still not asking people to like and subscribe.
No, I don't do that. You know that. It's shameless self-promotion. I can't. I'd rather not. If people want to do it, you know, they want to subscribe or something, they can go ahead.
Don't you want the channel to grow?
Look, the channel's growing. I don't see a problem. And if it means getting, you know, the channel to grow faster, I'd rather not do it. I'd rather have a smaller channel and have my dignity.
The hell is wrong with you?
Look, if it were up to you, Leonard, all my thumbnails would be like me with an expression on my face and a white line silhouette around me or something like that.
Like this?
Oh, that was horrible. Oh, never show me that again. That was horrible. Oh, shall we get to this list?
Sure, I want to get out of here pretty quick anyway. Stainless steel at retail? Forget it.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Thanks, Leonard. It's simple as that, folks. Some models are just impossible to get. There's huge waiting lists. If you want it at retail now, if you don't mind spending extra, you can find yourself a reseller, a watch store that sells many brands that might have the particular model that you want, but they're going to look for a premium. Think of it as Hamilton tickets, you know, on Broadway. Everybody wants to see Hamilton, you know. You think you might want to go and you have money in your pocket and you're ready to go buy tickets? Try buying tickets. Just try. See what happens.
This applies to all Rolex?
No, as I said, it's primarily stainless steel sports models like the Submariner and the GMT, the various different GMTs available, and stainless steel Daytona, etc. The Hulk, I mean, you're not going to get it unless you have an amazing relationship already built up with your authorized dealer. Again, you can find it, but you're going to have to pay extra.
How many watches do they make?
It's rumored that they make about 800,000 watches a year. Sounds like a lot, right? But when you look at the catalog, you know, if they're making all of these ladies' watches, various sizes, they're making the Cellinis, they're making precious metal watches that are very expensive, you really have to divide that 800,000 up. The truth is, there's probably only, I don't know, maybe 50 to 100,000 made a year of the models that everyone is after. And so think about the Submariner in black or the Hulk, for example. They probably only make a few thousand of those every year. If you divide up the catalog, that's how the mathematics work on that. So yeah, they get sold out pretty quickly.
Why don't they just stop making the Cellini and make more subs?
Yeah, that would make sense, right? But for some reason, they don't do it. They continue to make all their other not as popular models. It would stand to reason that they should cut down production on watches that aren't selling and use that extra energy to make the watches that are selling. But you know, Rolex, they're a mystery. What they do is a mystery to all of us. You know, what goes on behind those doors in Geneva, no one really knows. We can only guess. And there are lots of theories going around, but they remain just theories. Like, people don't really know what they're doing and what they're planning, what they're thinking.
Is it only Rolex?
No, it happens with other watches from certain other brands too. One that springs to mind is Patek Philippe. If you're looking for a Nautilus, a 5711, 5712, or one of their Aquanauts, you could be waiting years, and you may even be told that you'll never get your hands on it, particularly the Nautilus models in stainless steel. There are certain Omega watches that are kind of hard to get, especially new releases like that new Bond Seamaster that was just announced 6 months ago. That's apparently quite difficult to get in at retail, and you can already see some on eBay and Chrono for a little bit higher than retail, but that won't last very long. Then I've heard that some of those solid gold Speedies and that new 321 Speedy, the Ed White, which is handmade and there's only one or two guys actually building the things by hand, they're going to be hard to get a hold of too. So it applies to certain other watches throughout the watch world, but not that many, and certainly nothing like the situation with Rolex.
Was it always this way?
Absolutely not. It's only been in the past 10 years that there's been a large spike or surge in the demand for luxury watches. And even at that, maybe it's not even a full decade. It just got really bad in the past maybe 4 to 6 years. We don't know why. It might be social media. It could be the Apple Watch that stimulated the wristwatch market again. But years ago, it wasn't the case. You could get yourself a Submariner or a GMT at a discount at an authorized dealer. Actually, back in the 80s and 90s, it said that the Datejust was the watch that was a little bit more difficult to get because that was much more in fashion.
Will it ever change?
Well, we don't know that either. That is referred to as the Rolex bubble bursting. In case you don't know that terminology, it goes around the watch world a lot. And if that ever comes to an end for whatever reason, be it the market, be it maybe everybody's attention shifts to a different brand somehow, who knows what the future holds. And people have been waiting for that day to come when the bubble bursts. So far, it hasn't even shown any signs of doing that, really.
Does anyone ever just get lucky?
Yes, I've heard stories where people walk in cold, completely unknown to the AD. They happen to have a stainless steel, God knows what, and they're a sub or something, and they ask for it and they say, yes, there you go. It's as rare as getting hit by lightning twice, on the same day.
Doesn't all this make people angry?
Yeah, it does. A lot of people get very frustrated and in the end throw their hands in the air and say, look, I'm not buying a Rolex. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to play their silly games, and I'm not going to wait around for a wristwatch on my wrist. And they go elsewhere. They go to other brands. And a lot of people scoff at that situation. It's not only Rolex. I mean, Patek do it. It's not that they do it. It's just that it happens to them with some of their watches. And some of those high-end Richard Mille's and Jacob & Co.'s are also the kind of watches that are difficult to get and sell for enormous premiums. It's just one of those things. But a lot of people, they get browned off with it, and then they say this is ridiculous and I don't want to have anything to do with it.
So what should we do if we really want one?
Just purchase from grey market, aftermarket. Pay the premium. You can have the watch on your wrist by the end of the day. But you're just going to have to accept the fact that you've got to pay extra money. Same thing with Hamilton tickets. You can buy any ticket you want, but you better cop up the cash for it. You're not going to get it from direct sales. It's sold out for the next couple of years.
Is there no other solution?
Well, yes, there are different options, different solutions to this problem. Probably many, actually. What?
Can I answer this one?
What? You want to answer? Why?
I feel I have a few things to say here.
Are you going to get cruel? You're going to get mad at people now?
Why would I do that?
Something tells me you will, Leonard.
Me? Cruel? Never.
All right, man. That's it, folks. You're on your own now with Leonard. He's going to fill you in on that last one. And thanks again for watching the Timeless Watch channel. I will see you in the next one. Be nice, Leonard. Be nice.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to regret this.
You morons. What the F is wrong with you? Why do you want the same watch everyone else wants? Are you a sheep? Are you a drone? If I see another black Submariner, I'm gonna throw up. Can't you guys think about any other models? The Milgauss, the Yachtmaster 40 is beautiful. The Oyster Perpetual is classic. You want the watch because another guy has it. You're all going for the same stuff. What about other Rolex models? What about Panerai? What about Breitling? What about Omega? Oh, I know what it is. You just want Rolex on the dial. You want to be like everyone else. Most of you have never even tried these watches on. You have never seen them in the flesh. So how do you know you want them? You're just following the herd. You idiots. And that's all I've got to say about